goals in life.
All right, we're here. I'm home.
Mean a lot.
See you niggas later.
In the grand scheme of things, they don't really mean much.
And Jacob, you can certainly attest to that as you deal with what you have faced in life so far. And Shedeur, far as what you're dealing with on the football field, we're excited to see you. We're looking forward to
you guys
Saturday.
in a little bit, Mike. Shut up, nigga.
Hit you like, man, come Saturday, we're back on the football field and we're playing a football game.
What's good, Zeddy?
Nah, I think every day feels like that, honestly.
Good, Zeddy.
I think I've been getting to that feeling each and every day, and whenever I'm getting reps and doing those things. So it's a tunnel
What
vision
up, Quay?
focus,
What up, Quay?
and that's how it truly feels. So I'm excited to see.
Calm advice and a team that has seen it all. I know you have great experiences there. I'm sure I do as well. They're the best.
It's always special when we get to be there, and I know our players, Joel, and I know you've always been so involved in the community, and I can't thank you enough for that. We do the Halloween where we the costume contest, and you're always there. It's really important to give back and to celebrate these kids. Anybody who's a parent, anybody who's thinking about being a parent, to think about what parents are going through when their kids are unwell, and any joy that you can bring them, it is certainly the least that you can do.
Absolutely, sir. We're going to take a quick timeout, and by the time we get back, we're going to escalate into a little bit of action here with the quarterbacks and everybody else. We are off and running on a First Friday edition of Cleveland Browns Daily. We are brought to you by Ballybet and the Ballybet Sportsbook.
All right, we don't got no live footage out there, man. Nobody live out there. Got no play-by-play, not today. I thought the dude was gonna be there. What you mean? Yeah, but it's scheduled for later. I thought he scheduled it like as he was gonna be there today. Well, I guess he's not there. Yeah, they not in pass today. I guess we're gonna be doing the internet swiping. Yeah, I do see NFL promoting Shedeur. I really think they got the heads up. What's up, my guy? Tay Fallout is there. He there, but he not streaming it, so there's nothing I could do about that. If he was streaming, I would be able to watch, but he not streaming, so. Man, that's the only unfortunate part. I was looking on TikTok to see if anybody like on live TikTok, cause there'd be people out there. Sometimes I don't know. Bro, my phone is on fire. Dax J5 about the quarterback competition interview. Excuse me, Dax who? Did they ask? Dana Daniels? I guess we just gonna have to be going with the clips today. Got a new buddy. Who? Jimmy Horn? Follow is not there. Alright, I guess we just gonna be on
Pro Plan, excellent choice.
Oh, my ad block.
It keeps her ready for anything.
Sure.
Pro Plan's exceptional nutrition fuels all of life's adventures. PetSmart, anything for pets.
Hey, what's up, Rose? How you doing? Yeah, people are weird if they asking Jimmy Horn about something he ain't even there for.
Tune in to Training Camp Insider, presented by Gregory Industries, for an in-depth look at this year's Browns training camp. Enjoy practice highlights, exclusive player and coach interviews from Z and Siciliano, the Hoff, Mr. Batonio, and, of course, Bernie Kosar. Check out Training Camp Insider on the Browns' official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Browns, at clevelandbrowns.com. Mr. Batonio is here. Z is here. Mr. Siciliano is here. Reminder, it is University Hospital's Rainbow Day out here at the Cross Country Mortgage Campus. It is always a special day for us, and it's special when we get to see football, and we're into that now, Dr. Z.
Yeah, we're in a little 11-on-11 for the
got 11
defense
on
today.
11s
Tyson
right
Campbell
now.
still not participating in team
is that
drills. Trey
Batonio?
Avery in his spot. Good to see
Batonio
Denzel
out there?
Ward back out there. Looks like we're doing just a
All right,
little what they
Denzel's
call
out there.
perfect operation. And for the Browns on the offensive line today, Elton Jenkins not practicing. Luke Whippler is in at center. Tevin Jenkins, good
Well,
to
I'ma
see
get
him
you two premium
still in
yards
at
you donate,
right
nigga.
guard as he's in
You
that
gotta pay
battle
for
with
it,
KT Levison. But Joel, one of the things that's been kind of a staple of this Monken operation here is this, what he calls perfect operation. So it's everything from the huddle, pre-snap movement, all of that until the time the ball snaps, and then they just blow it dead. What is that doing?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's less physical reps on your body, right? But you get the mental work, and it looks like they're breaking the huddle quick. They're getting the line of scrimmage, lots of motions and shifts in this period. It even looks like they're working silent count today, which is something you're going to need in the first couple games of the
they
season.
don't have no choice, bro.
So it's a great thing. You get communication, you know, and you get a pass-off twist and kind of see what the defense is going to do. I love starting practice with that. It's a little bit less aggressive, but you're in the mode, you're mentally sharp, and you're ready to go.
So what do you make of that? Because you know, this is supposed to be perfect. That was a delay. That would have been a delay on that one.
And that was imperfect.
That was imperfect. So it was like 3 seconds past the zero on that.
The flags need to be out, and
they're on that clock, right? So they're on that clock. So the clock's at 21 right now. We're still in the huddle, and we're going to have to get out of this thing pretty quickly. By the way, Sheduer operating with the ones today as was scheduled.
I bet they're letting the clock run a little quicker than a normal game, too, to put a little pressure on the people. But the way Monken runs things, I'm sure he's going to let him know about it.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row.
That would have been a delay.
Yeah, it's
and you can kind of see that. So it goes right away to 40. It's rolling, but there, Shedeur kind of threw his head back that he was frustrated, and it looked like Todd was a little unhappy there. I don't see flags necessarily coming out, but these things.
This should be layup
stuff. This is the stuff, right? And for Shedeur, as I said, I think he's been very impressive once the ball's been snapped. It's this stuff. Just take this out of the conversation. We don't want to hear the word operation. It was funny. People have been saying, "Oh, we never heard anything about operation before. It's made up. It's conspiracies and whatnot." And Hoff laughed. He goes, "That's the foundation. If you don't have the operation, right, Joel? You don't have it. You can't even call the plays and get into them."
I mean, that's all you talk about the first weeks of OTAs and spring, the first couple days of camp before you're really hitting each other. It's strictly operation. Like offensively, operation, communication, getting the plays in. Because the worst thing in the world is pre-snap penalties, right?
Yes.
And if you run a play and you have the wrong guys out there or the wrong formation, like it's just losing football. And so operation matters. It is very important.
And you as a veteran, you don't want to be in that huddle going like, hey, I know the rest of the play. Like, get it out, let's go.
There we go. That one was with about 10 seconds. That was well done, and here come the twos on both sides. So early in camp, this would have been done in a two spot.
Yeah.
This would have been done with the ones on one field, the twos on another field simultaneously, which was actually interesting. You got to see kind of which team was getting in and out of their plays quicker and going. But now, kind of as we settle in here, it's all happening on the one field. Deshaun Watson now with the twos, and it looks like DeJuan Jones at right tackle, Conley at right guard. With all the centers out today, I'm curious. So By the way, I got the pronunciation on this one for us, Siciliano.
Barber at left tackle. Go ahead.
Barber at left tackle for the center. It's Egwakin.
Egwakin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Egwakin. Egwakin.
That was one of the ones I had circled as to.
Egwakin. Egwakin.
I need to double check. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't have it. I didn't have that at all. Yeah, we were going through a bunch, but
I know it's real when the boards are out.
Yeah, when the boards.
I like when the boards are out.
Yeah, now we're serious.
Now we're into serious.
Playtime's over.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if you guys have seen the guy who was chasing Pokemon and was admonished by his girlfriend for spending $1,000 chasing Pokemon. And she's like, are other people doing this? And he's like, well, if they're serious about it, they are.
What?
I've seen the video.
What is wrong with your algorithm?
Isn't it the best?
It's
a great video.
Yeah,
if they're serious about it, they are. That's all. If you're serious about it, the boards are out. But we're serious.
But changing topics
It's
here
a great
quickly.
video.
With
I love
Deshaun,
that
with Deshaun in there. I thought it was interesting today. I don't know if you caught this, Z, but Deshaun was asked, like, hey, can you be the same guy you were in Houston 6 years ago? And he was like, I mean, guys, I'm 30.
Yeah.
However, I feel great, and I don't even want to live in that world. I don't know that I'm the same guy, but I think I'm older, wiser, and I could be a different quarterback. And they asked Monk that later. Hey, Deshaun, kind of putting words in his mouth. Deshaun says he's not the same guy, and he can't be the same guy that he was before. And Monk's like, why not? Why not? Like, I've seen that athleticism. I've seen him move around. Why can't he be that guy?
Luminaries abound. Glenn
why would he put limitations on who he could be and what he could be? I am fascinated, whether it's in the first quarter or the third quarter, like what he looks like on Saturday. Because it's been so long.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since
so
2024.
long.
He gave a great answer, too.
Today going to be a boring practice.
He was asked about the interceptions.
Yeah.
Today he gave a great answer on how, look, I'm trying things. I want to see if this guy can make this play in this space. And Todd has said that throughout. I mean, I think we are preoccupied by it because quarterback tracker and because we're in a quarterback competition. But that he gave a very detailed, I thought, good answer on why those things are happening.
And the fact of the matter is, over the last week, we have seen glimpses of 2020 Deshaun Watson. Certainly on Wednesday, exactly 1 week ago today, he had that incredible day. I thought he had some periods yesterday where he was just ripping it. So it's there, and you can see the little bounce in his step when he gets that confidence going. That throw to Jerry Jeudy on that bang 8 on a third down to kind of beat that blitz was as good a throw as you'll see out here. And so he's just got to carry that forward. Both of these guys have shown upside potential. And really the reason that this is still a competition, and I think Joel knows this better than anybody, is all coaches want is consistency. They want to know what they're going to get day in, day out, play in, play out. And when you're a guy like Joel, who's not only consistently available but consistently great, they don't have to worry about that. When you have those variations, it's almost more tantalizing but yet more difficult.
Yeah, the floor, right, at a quarterback, it's like, where are we going to be when it's bad? You know, can we sustain and not have these big turnovers? But going back to Deshaun, like, just even last year he was around the team a lot, even though he was injured. I feel like his confidence in the way he was carrying himself around the building was more improved. Maybe there was just pressure off him because he wasn't playing at the time. But it felt like he kind of turned a page in his, his life or in his football life. And I think there was a confidence there. I haven't been around the team in practice or anything like that, but hopefully it's such an important position. Hopefully he gets that confidence back and he can play at a high level.
Honestly, Joel, you see it on the podium. And I saw it a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, my boy.
Mandatory minicamp, he was on the podium. And I walked away going, man, that's
my guy with the $10. Appreciate it, my boy.
100%.
He's comfortable in his own skin.
Exactly.
I can't go back to the past, and we can't replay all that. Not forgetting it, excusing it, whatever. But today, he seems like a guy who is comfortable and ready to play. What happens, I don't know. Like, I have no clue, but he's ready for it one way or the other.
Real nigga, man. Appreciate it, bro.
At least he's comfortable where
he is.
Nigga,
fuck you. I'm resending that shit back, nigga.
First down plays,
refund, nigga. Now fuck
what?
Now what?
Really
now what?
First play, we're gonna get 16
the
plays
fuck is wrong with this nigga, man?
4-4 break 4-4. Shedeur there on the first one with the 2 tight end set in the shotgun, little play action inside hand to Quinshawn, who flared out to the left, but they had a crosser from the backside with Harold Fannin. Got it to Fannin right in rhythm for a nice game. That would have been like a nice 6-7
why niggas don't want to go to the
now Shedeur in the
niggas want to go there and watch boxing yesterday, but niggas don't want to go there and watch Shedeur on his day.
Bond out to the right, Concepcion out to the left, Fannin tight end to the right. Ball snapped. It's an inside handoff that is brought up, as we have seen many times by Jared Verse.
Nigga, call out, nigga. You know what time it is.
Explosion off the edge, and we all know who is not here anymore. But
Call
Jared
out.
versus being here has been a good thing, and I don't know if you've talked to any of your O-line
Nigga,
brethren
that
about
stream
what he's
gonna
brought
go
to
up,
the
nigga.
table.
I'm sending my kids to
From a
their
leadership
grandma's
perspective, I've
house
heard
to
he's,
get out.
You know, worked every. He's brought this intensity.
I need to be
not
focused.
always
I ain't making no
effective
snacks.
practice, one way or
Nothing.
the other. You know, if it's fighting,
Get
if
out my
it's
house.
getting intense, if it's making plays in the backfield, he's been good. That was kind of an interesting play, though, because the guard and the tackle on the left side both pulled to the right, and it looked like they were trying to get Quinshon out the left. So maybe it was a misdirection or a read off the edge, but he blew that up pretty quick.
We haven't seen a lot of that two back
Got my crib.
look either.
I got to focus a lot.
No, we have not. Which we did that, back in the day with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and a
Turn
lot
it
of
up.
times you'd have, Kareem Hunt as a lead blocker for Nick Chubb, kind of out of those formations, and that looked like it was going that way. So that was the side Quinshon in
no
that case would have
play-by-play. I
been the lead
can't see
blocker
nothing.
handed there to Dillon Sampson, but it was blown up. As was that. That was a toss sweep to the left, and Grant Delpit, he of the new contract, was in the backfield. So here we go, kind of the last play for Shedeur. We've had one pass, 2 runs that have not been successful. The pass was Carson Ryan in an I formation at the fullback with Dillon Sampson, 2 receivers to the left. They widen Judy out. He's going to play action, 2-man route, looking deep down the field. Judy's past Avery. Oh, goodness gracious.
Recovery and knocks it away.
I don't know.
There's underthrow.
I don't know. I think it was a pretty good ball.
Wait, did that get to Judy? I thought Avery knocked it away.
So this is going to be my imperfect science reaction to that. That is when a defensive back knocks it away, they get up and they do lots of gesturing and
These are not prescription sunglasses.
Mine are.
Okay, there you go.
Trey Avery did no such gesturing, and Jerry Jeudy did not look happy. That looked like a perfect ball from Shedeur Sanders that was not caught. And unfortunately, Judy's had some issue with the drops.
That means it's an incompletion with the quarterback tracker, buddy.
Yes,
it does. That's
Watson,
true. That's
nice dime on the dig there to gauge Larvidan, climb the pocket through there. I think that should be. And it was just like the one yesterday that Shedeur threw to Denzel Boston. Now, in that one, Avery did knock it away. In this one, there was no celebration from him that he did anything good. It was more, I got beat, they threw it, and boy, thank goodness they didn't catch that.
Yep.
But a good ball from Shedeur. Good ball from Deshaun Watson, climbing the pocket. When he can get kind of north-south like that, he's really throwing the ball well. All right, under center, Floria slot to the left, Corley left with him, Cole Wilson the right. Single back here is going to be, I believe, Dillon Sampson. They get it to Sampson, cuts it up the middle. Nice little cut back there. Got a nice block from Bates, and then I think that was KT Levison from the left guard coming across and making a nice block to the backside.
Yeah, I was going to mention, I think the protection's been great on all the pros. Some play action stuff, pulling some guards to block the defensive end, so full cell play actions. And giving these quarterbacks a chance to really step up in the pocket and connect.
Let's not gloss over the fact that our man is stepping right in, ready to analyze.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Like we had right away. We had things coming so fast. He explains the ball and what happened on that. He's ready to go.
Absolutely, Deshaun in the shotgun. That's that 2 running back look. That time it would look like that's giving them some optionality there, that read option.
This reminds me of like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, where you have the guards pulling and you can hand it off and the other way, or the quarterback can keep it and follow the pulling guards.
So if they follow the pull, or if the defense widens, then he takes it right
up the middle, and he's kind of following the pullers, or the running back kind of gets it and runs to the outside, gets 6 or 7 yards if the defensive end crashes hard.
And as we have illustrated, Deshaun is the one of our guys who is best equipped to do that.
What I love about this is being with Joel. Deshaun under center here. There's a play action, hard play action. He's got a deep curl from Corley, out route, and then ends up checking it down there to Raheem Sanders. But, Hoff, obviously, the greatest, in my opinion, left tackle to ever play the game. That's right where his eyes go, right? His eyes go to the tackles and watching them. Your eyes immediately are on the guards, who's pulling, what are we doing on the inside of the line? And it's cool to get that perspective from you up here.
Yeah, my wife gives me crap all the time because when I'm watching games, I'm usually watching the left guard, and I'll be like, ooh, and she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, the left guard just got to be quick, or he had a great block. And she's watching a 3-yard completion the other way, but your eyes just keep going to the O-line. So I don't know when I'll be able to break that, but I'm dialed in.
When you watch football now, you look at
this nigga Judy
from
bro.
A guard perspective, interior line.
If I'm really
like
watching the game, most of the time I'm watching the O-line to at least start the play and kind of see what's happening. Especially if I know a guy on the O-line, I like to see how they play or
ass,
what they're doing.
Look at this
so the eyes go there.
This is like unprofessional, bro.
Any idea?
Unprofessional, bro. Like
a little bit. I've seen him play. The guy is dialed in,
bro,
right? He has a routine. He works hard. He's a smart guy.
This is the same way he dropped the pass in the fucking Chicago game, bro.
He wants a tool for every operation, but he's big, he's strong. First round pick,
over
right?
the ear.
All that potential.
It's
and,
over the
you know, I
it's
think you
over
get
the
him in the
DB.
right offense, like he's gonna be successful.
It doesn't
and they
even
keep fine-tuning the drills, the passing
slow
off
it down.
twists, some of the pass protection.
It doesn't even
little
hit
things that you need
the
to develop
fucking
as you
DB's
play.
hand, bro.
And I mean, he has all the ability in the world, right? So you get that going, it could be a plus.
Is it weird?
Maybe it did. Hold on, let me
Somebody
see.
else
Even
down
if it
there
does,
at
bro,
left
like-
guard?
Okay, so I saw the depth chart finally got released, and my name wasn't on the depth chart for the first time in 12 years, and that was a little bit weird, you know? I think training camp was the first time I was like, I should be doing something right now.
It didn't. It
It's
didn't
a
hit the
little bit
DB hand,
awkward.
bro. He
I mean,
just
the
dropped
the
it,
O-line
bro.
was such
Like,
a big
this
turnover.
nigga's ass.
They brought in a lot of vets, and they have obviously
Exactly,
young
bro.
guys.
It's the same shit, bro.
But I think the guys they brought in are like football players. They love ball. They're going to be the leaders of the offense,
Nah, they said
really,
he
just
dropped
with their
it.
age. And so it's a good group of guys. Everybody I've talked to, they're just like guys that you'd want to play football with.
You know what I noticed too when looking at the depth chart as I am right here, because we're serious. We got the boards out.
We got the boards.
Ridiculous, bro.
No, I don't see
so
75
ass,
on here anywhere. Nobody's
there's
wearing
no
75.
That is
Nobody's
correct.
there. It's keeping it open.
I love
All right,
that.
here we go.
So
Second
ass,
portion of the
bro.
team. Shedeur in the shotgun. Quinshawn on his right hip. Sees something, flips him to his left hip. You got two tight ends on the left. Fannin on a wing to the left. Judy wide left and Boston wide to the
Nah,
right.
it ain't. We ain't
Little
even
inside
watching that,
handoff.
so
Nice
it's not
hole
even-
right there and able to get a nice. Look at Quinshawn
cow,
run.
dude.
I think he
If I was able to see the plays, I would.
You
but-
got to see him come in really last year. You know, right
but
before
Saturday,
week 2.
Saturday.
And had a nice game
Saturday
against the
we
Ravens,
here.
and you started to see exactly what he was going to be able to bring to the table.
It was impressive how in shape he was coming out of no training camp. I saw him work out after, I think we were about to travel for a game, and he was in there working out with
Ridiculous,
Deuce and the
bro.
coaches, like, get him right. And it was unbelievable how good a shape he is. So this guy takes it serious. I mean, he looks lean right now, looks fit.
Fast.
I mean, that was a great run up the middle. In practice and chills, you never know how far. Like, Denzel was coming in to make a tackle at 6 or 7 yards. Like, does he break that? Does he break it long?
We were talking last night, Joel and Nathan and I were about Quinshawn's speed. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, he thinks that.
Quinshawn's speed, and people think he can't run away
He's
from
not
you,
even.
yet
He's not
you
even
saw it
looking the
firsthand
ball
last year.
in,
There are a
bro.
bunch of plays where when he broke free, no one caught him.
Yeah, I got a link
now,
to the
he had
game.
his head
Yeah, I
thrown
got
back, and it looked like he was a little kid running for his life, but nobody caught him.
Was it the Dolphins game? He
Yes.
broke it down
Yeah.
the middle? Right. Like,
Dolphin,
he's got a
phantom
twisting-
flag
yeah.
called back
Yes,
the touchdown
yes.
in London, England.
he probably had like 250 yards called back on holding last year, which is a lot.
Not your fault.
No.
No.
All right, Shedeur in the shotgun. Last one was kind of the read option. He kept it there. You've got Judy
Bro,
wide left,
his
and
eyes
pretty
are
impressive.
not even
Judy
looking
got
at the ball, bro.
Titus Howard.
Titus
right
Howard
tackle,
hits his
jump.
head, so that's my bad right there.
Nothing worse than jumping off sides. It's the only time your name gets called, you know, a penalty, and before the play even starts.
And 5 yards doesn't sound like a lot, but
It's a lot.
first and 15,
Yes, I'm
your
streaming
chances
a
of converting
preseason
a first
game,
down
of
are
course. We stream every
significantly
game.
diminished from
Every game,
first
bro.
and 10. All right, they're coming out
Is
in
that
the same
analytics right
formation.
there?
That is.
Every game.
And a pistol right here. Fannon's going to go back across the left. So you've got Concepcion slot right, Boston wide right, Judy wide to the left, Fannin tight to the formation on the left. In the pistol, dotting the I behind Shedeur Sanders
Blitzing off the
is
right
Dillon
side.
Sampson. They see a little blitz there. Are they showing it? They're showing it.
Yeah.
Delpit creeps down. They bring everybody, and right there, when you want to play tight end in the National Football League, and I think that's the next evolution for Harold Fannin.
Tarv big on that.
It's one thing to be a 70-catch, 800-yard guy, but really when David Njoku took off as a Cleveland Brown, it wasn't just for his ability to catch it, but he was also able, on a play like that, to set the edge against the defensive end and allow that run play to work. Right there, Fannin gets beat. It's blown up.
Yeah, that's why I'm always impressed with a guy like George Kittle, who makes these huge plays in the passing game, but he's so dedicated to the run game as well.
All right, this is a 3-by-1. Lots of 3-by-1s in this offense, Joel. 3 receivers to the right. Whitehart kind of tight to the formation, but up in a 2-point stance to the left. Sampson left hip of Shedeur. Leg is up. A delayed handoff there. They get Zion out in front with the block on Trey Avery, but little slow developing, and the defense able to run that down. Isaiah McGuire's had a great camp, runs that down from the backside.
Yeah, it looked like they pulled the guard and center on that play, a little G scheme out to the left. But like you said, it was kind of a weird pivot in the backfield. I don't know if they were misdirection or Shedeur had the option to keep it if he wanted to.
Same thing that happened yesterday. Now Dillon in with the 2s.
Yep.
So Deshaun will just get those 4, and it'll be Shedeur for 8. Dillon, Shedeur for 12, rather, right? No,
Shedeur
Shedeur
got
for
8,
4, and then
4,
Dillon will have 4. Yeah,
Curious
yeah.
if Taylor Green, whether it's today or in tomorrow's what should be a light practice before getting on a plane, if Taylor Green gets more work than he has these first 2 weeks.
College, so I mean,
And it's not.
We are going to see him. We are going to see him Saturday, and the guy's barely got any work here these first 2 weeks.
No, since we went to the no-two fields, it's been nothing.
So it feels like I know we're out of the install period, but it does feel like there's a pretty heavy emphasis on these read option type plays here, Joel.
Another GT counter, the guard and tackle on the left side are pulling to the right. It looked like a good play there, and I think when you pull both guys, you either have to have someone cut off the backside D end or you have to read him.
And that's what that's the option. So the quarterback read, he dives down. That's when the quarterback can keep it and get out the left side there on a play that's designed to go to the right where they pull the backside tackle. Floria in motion. Gabriel in the shotgun. Just going to be a straight drop. Looks left. Has Bates in the seam right there.
He was behind Justin Jefferson, and he had clear sailing.
To be fair to the quarterback on that, and I'm not sure, but there was a little contact that may have disrupted the angle
fuck
that
out of
Bates was
here,
on.
bro.
But nonetheless, you want that to be put on him because he had cleared Jefferson after that contact, and he might still be running right there.
Yeah, it looked like a little pressure on the right side, too. Maybe one of the D tackles kind of snuck in there, maybe hurried him a little bit.
Wouldn't have happened with 75 out there, folks.
He said right side.
Yeah, right side.
Well,
Bro, you hear this bullshit from these niggas? Yo, to be
like the
fair
right
to the
side.
quarterback. The fuck, that nigga's trash.
Toss him on him, and then, our tight ends right now are getting beaten. That was Spencer Fano's brother, Logan Fano, beating Carson Ryan.
Joel, how tough is it without pads to be an offensive lineman in this world?
It's tougher. It's for sure tougher. D linemen like to pretend like, we like when the pads come on, but you actually have someone to hold and grab, and between us, a lot of these D linemen don't even wear the spider pads. They get a little greased up and it's slippery, so it's hard to truly judge the run game when you're in these spider pads.
Yeah, we've been doing in the days and pads. We've been doing basically no receivers, no corners run drills, and that's looked a little bit better for the Browns offense. Gabriel shows it, boots out to the left, got Carson Ryan on the crossover. That's a good ball there.
Yep.
Good ball right where his guy and Ryan uses his big body to catch it. And one of the big questions for this team is who's going to be the second tight end to Harold Fannin. I really think the Browns went into this draft looking to get a blocking tight end. You think about the success that a guy like Charlie Kohler had in that offense in Baltimore with Todd Monken, who goes and signs a big deal with the Chargers. They were looking for that guy. I think we're still looking for that guy.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, to be a blocking tight end in this league is tough, right? You got guys like Bates and Whitehart who have been here. I love both those guys. They work hard. They put in the work. And you got Harold Fannin. You want him to take that next step like you talked about. But it's a tough position. I've been begging for a blocking tight end for my whole career. You're like, give us one of those guys, out there.
Kyle Brady, old Kyle Brady.
They're hard to find, though. Yeah. They're hard to find.
Also, just look at the moves from yesterday. Joe Royer's not here. Let's get that out of the way. Don't know if and when he's going to be back. The rookie out of Cincinnati, but they had 3 workouts yesterday for tight ends, including Sal Cannella, who was here all last year.
They signed Daquan Wright.
Yes, and they claimed the guy off waivers, from the Eagles.
A reminder that today at Browns Training Campus University Hospital's Rainbow Day, childhood is full of unexpected turns. Some come with tears, others with casts, but through every step, trip, fall, you're never going to do it alone. Rainbow Babies and Children's here to expert care, calm advice, and a team that has seen it all. The Browns taking a little bit of a time now for some individual. We're going to take some time to take a quick time out. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Ballybet, the Ballybet Sports app. Please bet responsibly.
Didn't the Browns get Joe Royer? Joe Royer is facing Diddy charges, bro. So he ain't there. So they need other tight ends now. On the Epstein list. Get charged, so it is what it is. Oh boy. Yeah, Rico, you ain't gonna hear nobody talk about that. Yo, what's up, winner? Is Shedeur getting first team reps? Yeah. But we can't watch it. How's it going so far? Just a start. They did a couple reps, 11 on 11s. They're about to go to do team stuff. They're probably 7 on 7, then back to 11 on 11 situational stuff. It is with Jerry Judy dropping passes again. So it's just a fucking mess. Just a fucking mess out there. Just a fucking mess. Nobody streaming from the practice though was the unfortunate part, cause.
Therefore, is the comfortability of it.
Well, we appreciate you joining us.
I'm away from the man that they counted out. I'm just being real.
It was eye-opening to see that it wasn't just football. For me, going from college to the NFL, it wasn't just about how do we win.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that are involved in it, and not everybody was trying to help us win. Not everybody was trying to do their part and do their role to do that. So I think that was the most eye-opening part. There was ups and downs for sure, but
a lot of downs.
When I came in 2018, like the amount of high draft picks they had in the past couple of years, the free agent signings that we had before I got drafted, the culture was really starting to change, and that's a credit to John Dorsey, Elliott Wolf, Lonzo Highsmith for bringing in like football guys to truly try and change it. Like some things you can't change in a building, but you can change the locker room and the makeup of that, and they did a good job of building that.
Is there a team or teams circled on the schedule this year?
First home game, week 2, Cleveland.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
About that action, boss.
About that action.
Yeah, let Deshaun start, bro. Let Deshaun start.
Browns quarterback competition.
I pray my boy do win that competition. Right now, I'm worried about our season, what we got going on. But I pray my boy do win whatever they got going on.
Is Shedeur going to win the Browns?
And so all we want to do is win, and then we get really upset if we lose. So I think that's kind of the way both of us are wired, and we both understand that. So just at the end of a practice, like at the end of the day, we're still teammates, and we're still here to get each other better. And he's been getting me so much better. So I don't know, just that whole answer, yeah. Well,
She just got a new body on.
Welcome back into Cleveland Browns Daily. We're brought to you by Ballybet. Ballybet Sportsbook. Please bet responsibly. Today's show is brought to you by Elk & Elk. For a team of injury lawyers dedicated to every client every day, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk & Elk's proud partner of your Cleveland Browns. It is University Hospital Rainbow Day out here at the Cross Country Mortgage Campus, which is always a special day. And we're right into some 7-on-7, Z.
Yep, 7-on-7. Balls being spotted at the 46, your own 46-yard line. Last one was on the right hash. Nice little check down there to Dillon Sampson. And Dillon Sampson last year caught 30 balls for this team. 33 catches, 40 targets, 271 yards. So really efficient when the ball got in his hands, over 8 yards a catch. And I think that you can tell he is going to be a big part of this passing game. So people who are listening from a fantasy football standpoint, Quinshawn is going to be the bell cow. He's going to get everything in the red zone. But I think Dillon Sampson is going to be kind of in that Justice Hill role that we saw, or like Kenneth Gainwell last year in Pittsburgh, and play a pretty big role. All right, Shedeur in the shotgun. They send. So Fannon's kind of gone in motion the last two in that kind of, it looks like he's going to run a wheel. That was a wheel stop. Thought maybe could have got that into Denzel Boston there, but decided to bring it down. So 2 plays, 2 checkdowns right now to the running backs for Shedeur.
Seems like quick reads, though. The ball got out of his hands both times pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think he's reading what you're supposed to, right? High to low. High's not there. Come off it quickly. That's what they always tell the quarterbacks. Make sure you come off of it quickly if you don't like the look. All right, Bond wide to the right. Fannin tight end on the right side. Judkins on the right hip. Concepcion slot left. Right. Tylan Wallace, folks. He's going to be on this football team.
Get to know him.
Wide to the left. Deep little crosser from Bond. Throws it to Wallace. Coverage by Avery. And just overshoots it.
He's had 2 good days in a row, Avery. I know he got beat on the Judy play where Jerry dropped it on the deep ball from Shedeur. But I thought yesterday, especially with the injury to Mathis, Avery really elevated. No Campbell, no Ward. I thought he had a good day. There's some issues, obviously, but I mean, of the guys, we talk about that position over and over again. I think he's taken the opportunity and played well.
I'd love to see him as the 4th outside corner. I'd like to get somebody else in here, but he has shown something and did a good job being physical at the line. He was rerouting guys out to the boundary and narrowing the throwing lanes. All right, 2 to the right, the 2 rookies, Boston and Concepcion in a stack. Judkins on the right hip there of Shedeur. Bond to the left, Fannin tight end to the left. Shotgun, little play action, looks to the right, comes underneath, and then out to the left, Judkins.
Wide open.
Uh-oh. And that right there is called Trey Avery vacating his zone. Good job with the eyes, and that's one that
you jinxed him.
If you got,
you jinxed him.
I got him.
If you had the protection for that to actually take that long and be that lovely, that's a big play for the Browns.
Big play. I don't get to watch 7-on-7 that often. You get a few clips in meetings, but it's kind of cool to see how they go. That was the longest hold, of the day so far, but they get the ball out pretty quick,
They should. No pressure. Watson in the shotgun now, looking to his right side. Underneath quickly. Quick decision right there. And Dillon Sampson again. So it's 3 catches for Sampson in the first 5 plays here in this 7-on-7 period.
It opened well last year in the passing game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Dillon Sampson have like 8 catches week 1, something like that? Something ridiculous.
Yes, it was either week 1 or week 2, but yes.
Joe Flacco.
No, yes, it was week 1. And then he caught a touchdown against
week
the Ravens.
2 from Dillon.
Yep, from Dillon.
The day he turned 21.
All right, Deshaun in the shotgun. Underneath, quick little stick route there to Blake Whiteheart. And so it does feel like in the run game earlier we were doing a little bit more read option stuff, a lot of the pulling action on that, giving the quarterback kind of those Baltimore runs, giving him the option to either follow the pullers or break it up the middle if the defense widens. Pass games has felt like a little quick game other than the 2 shots down the field for Shedeur, one of which was put right on the screws to Jerry Jeudy. All right, Deshaun in the shotgun, Rocket Sanders on the right hip. He's got a tight end to the right. Comes back to the left. That's a deep out. Good ball there to Malachi Corley. Right in rhythm there as Corley is able to break free from the coverage of Michael Coates Jr. That was a good ball there. Deshaun, when he has been in rhythm, has really thrown the ball nicely, I would say. Like I said, the last week.
The last week. It started a week ago today.
Yesterday, poor decision.
Yep.
Todd even said, I was standing right behind him. He just tried to throw it in, a little arm arrogance, testing his bounds. Poor decision led to the interception, but bounced back really well from that. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, tight end and the receiver to the right. Underneath again, kind of get that crossing action where they get the kind of the drag from the right receiver, and then the running back comes up to the middle, breaks out to that vacated area when they get man coverage, and that was a nice, easy little pitch and catch.
That's why, like what I said before, I'm fascinated. Whether it's against the first team, a second team, a third team defense, whatever Deshaun gets to face, whether it's this week or whether it's next week back here at home against the Bills or in the joint practice, I have no idea. So many people have made up their mind on what you're going to see from him. I don't know that anybody's right.
No, we'll see. And getting coached up right now by Todd Monk and both he and Shedeur right there.
What do you make of that, Joel?
Through.
I mean, I haven't been at practice, my first one, but he seems pretty into the coaching here. Sometimes you want to watch the tape, but it looks like play after play he's going in there and correcting them after their sets before. Yeah, Coach Monken is coaching him, knows what he wants, and he's going to ask for it.
And he coaches, I would say, 2 positions in particular very, very
quarterback
hard.
And wide receiver.
Yeah, he is very hands-on with the wide receivers and very particular. In fact, his particularity reminds me a little bit about 2014 with Kyle Shanahan, who was incredibly particular about how he wanted things done.
Yeah, he was great, and he was even good in the run game as well, Shanahan. But the detail he had, and the particular, the motion, where you wanted to line up, it was pretty special. I think you've seen the success he's had with the Niners and Falcons.
I didn't see it to its completion, but it looked like Deshaun had Wallace deep.
I thought so as well, yeah.
Did you see that?
And it kind of looked like he was letting that clear.
Let it clear, and then
you
got it, is what it seemed. That,
Yeah. Who are
a long ways
away.
away.
A couple of guys up here.
A couple of bozos on a stream.
Wow.
But it seems to me like that's maybe what it could have been there on that.
We're delivering good information to a sophisticated football audience, Bo Bishop.
That's right.
Shout out to Corey Gilsey, our head equipment guy. He's snapping every time in 7-on-7. He puts it right on the money. I don't want to jinx him, but he's doing a pretty good job at center.
Dude wears so many hats. Last week he had a ref jersey on midway through practice.
When we do 2-minute drill, he brings out the ref jersey for sure.
He is, I would say, the most active equipment manager in the National Football
I don't know
League.
that there's a second place.
I think it's a category of 1.
He's had a couple knee injuries too. That he's fought
he's got
through.
the leg wrapped up here. All right, back at it, Shedeur Sanders. He's got Judy and Concepcion stacked to the left. Boston singled up on the backside. Looking. Concepcion over the middle, stops and gets a nice easy catch. So the ball hasn't hit the ground. Hasn't really been, I guess we missed the one deep one in Shedeur's first part, but for the most part, efficient here, nothing deep, and they're operating from that same spot right around midfield. Left hash here, ball on your own 49.
Back to Corey. Could he be QB5?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What update do
he
you
has
want
great
me to
hands,
give
too,
you?
though. Josh McCown, I think, told me he had the best hands on the team at one point.
I can't see nothing.
Before a game last year,
they're saying
here at home, I had a photographer come up to me. I knew who the guy was. Before the game, he's like, hey, the guy over there, what number is he? I'm like, that guy?
Is he equipment
guy? Like, I just took his picture warming up. I need to put a name on this photo. Who is that? What number does he wear? I'm like, that's the equipment guy. He's like, no, it isn't. I said, yes. Yeah, he's the head of equipment.
Nice clear out from Judy. You get the out underneath from Harold Fannin. Good ball from Shedeur Sanders in rhythm and clearly working on kind of keeping his feet moving at the top of his drop. Sometimes last year, and Joel, this, and it makes it hard. A quarterback drifts back. That's something that I think he has improved exponentially on from a year ago. He is not drifting in the pocket.
Yeah, as O-lineman, you want to know where your quarterback's at, right? And so there's a few times where you're like, all right, I think I protected pretty well. You look at the Jumbotron, you're like, how did he get right behind me? And a quarterback moves 1 or 2 yards. And sometimes it's a necessity to make the throw. But as long as they're stable in the pocket and they can step up, I think that's the perfect recipe.
Judy has
nice ball to the sideline there
to Isaiah Bond.
Who looks bigger, faster, stronger.
Isaiah Bond's had a nice camp. And I think that Isaiah Bond, in talking to some people, has got an opportunity to be like our Rashid Shaheed.
I would take that.
Where you're going to rip off, 20 yards a catch, you're going to rip off deep balls. Are you going to be the guy out there every down? No, but when you're on the field, the defense is going to be alerted to your presence, and you're going to get behind the defense and make plays. Dillon Gabriel now, nice out. Good route right there. Good route from Tylan Wallace. Tylan Wallace only has 300 yards receiving in his career.
He only has like 30 career targets.
Right. but he has been efficient with them. Todd loves him, called him a Swiss Army knife, thinks that he brings a lot to this room. And then the other thing is for his career, he's been a plus special teams player.
Yeah, a guy, I think there are only a handful of walk-off, I hate that phrase for football, but walk-off punt return touchdowns in the history of the league. He had one in overtime a couple of years ago in December to beat the Rams with the Ravens. He had like a 75-yard walk-off punt return.
And we've seen him get a lot of work already as a kick returner here. KC likely to handle the punts in the early going. Gabriel dropping back. So we have, Joel, and I'm curious to get your take. We have in our concepts, our passing concepts, we give the quarterback, in most cases, that guy who stops middle of the field 5 yards in front of the quarterback, which is kind of like, sometimes it's a running back, sometimes it's a receiver, tight end, but it's almost like you can always come back to that.
Yeah, I like that. You have an out right there, get 5 yards, and move on to the next down. And as the fifth receiver, you guys are talking about, like, to be a great special teams player, that's a huge advantage. If you're some of these young guys, I just told them right away, I'm like, just be the best special teams player you can. They will not be able to get rid of you if you can do some things on special teams.
Yeah, and today, in that receiver room, Cedric Tillman in not practicing, not participating in street clothes. Gabriel on the left.
Got it in.
Dangerous.
Got it in. Out of bounds, though, to Malachi Corley.
Joel, this is one of the things that I think has got to be so mentally testing, especially for the quarterbacks when you're in a competition. So yesterday was the Deshaun day, so you do these 16 plays, and he gets 8 of them, and then Shedeur and Dillon split them. Today it goes the other way. The mental test of, like, you just want to get your reps, you just want to play, you want to compete, and you're not. And managing that's got to be so tough at this time.
Yeah, I think you just most cliche thing ever, but one play at a time, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, hey, I'm gonna have 10 opportunities or 12 opportunities today. Like, make the most of them. Don't put too much pressure, but understand the plays.
All right, this is going to be pass situation. So second and longs, third and longs. Here, Shedeur Sanders, full complement out there. Boston wide to the left. Judy, Whitehart tight to the right with Fannin, it looks like, and Judkins on the right hip. Sanders in the shot.
What happens?
Takes the snap, quick inside handoff there. Nice cutback from Quinshon.
That might be the best interview I've ever done. He didn't say a word.
Ends up on the ground.
And somehow,
but nice cutback.
I understood everything.
Puts his foot in the ground, left foot in the ground as the defense flowed to the right, Joel, and was able to cut back and make a nice play.
Yeah, the front side did a nice job reaching, and someone on the backside, cut their guy off. You got to win one block in those zone schemes, and he had a nice little lane up the middle.
A little nice gain on second and long. Shedeur in the shotgun again. Judy Concepcion on the right. Boston singled up to the left. Looks like they're showing all-out blitz here. I'm audible and saying, go Denzel Boston. I'm throwing it up to you.
You usually got to all go or like a screen, quick screen to receiver if they're bringing everything.
And they're dropping out of it right there. And so that was right there, the chess match won by the defense. Zagora and Madden right there ends up unhappy, as did Shedeur Sanders, as they showed that all-out blitz, dropped out of it, and they actually had somebody underneath. He tried to throw an out route to Denzel, thinking, all right, we'll get a quick hitter, one-on-one on the outside. They're going to be given cushion because it's a cover zero, and instead, they do right there. And that's what we're going to see a lot more of with Mike Rutenberg is that disguise. That was not something Jim Schwartz did. We said, this is what we do. We do it really, really, really well. Good luck. A lot more disguise here.
Yeah, film study. I mean, sometimes teams that bring up guys early, they're dropping, and other times they want to bring it late. But that one was a good disguise.
All right, Shedeur in the shotgun again. Wallace to the right. On his right hip is Dillon Sampson. 2 receivers to the left. Pocket breaking down. Shedeur escapes out to the right. Mascarenas Arnold closes down. Good scramble drill route there from Dillon Sampson. Sold getting up the field, came back to the quarterback. Shedeur got it there. The defense trying to say, no, we had that play, but there's a lot of that, Chad.
There was a little double twist game up front. They had some TEs working. Mason was coming around the left tackle there. I think there was some pressure, but I think the ball's getting out in that situation.
All right, so for the people at home, the TE stunt, tackle end stunt, how does that work, and what challenge does that give to somebody on the offensive line?
Yeah, if the slide's coming your way, it's not too big of a problem. But if you're one-on-one with your guy, the tackle's going to work up and try and pick. The defensive tackle will try and pick the left tackle, and the defensive end's going to come in and basically switch positions where they're rushing at.
Shedeur back. Nice ball to Isaiah Bond. And the speed of Isaiah Bond is just so palpable when you watch him right there.
Can you taste it?
I can. Okay. Ran away from Nate Evans right there.
Good job, Dillon Sampson going up and picking up a blitz.
And to quote Michael Irvin,
all right, Shedeur just had to pass Isaiah Bond.
Did you watch that tape yet? The clip?
I did, yes.
They won't leave.
Well, they won't leave.
They won't leave.
Oh,
and they want cabinets.
They want cabinets? He's the back. What a human being.
30 years, no rent. And you want cabinets.
How much you pay for the cabinets? You're rent-free.
I think I got 7 houses. He doesn't even know.
I think. I think.
Well, you can't have 4 white guys talking.
And they want Jordans.
That's unbelievable.
That's right, they wanted Jordans.
All right, we're seeing that looked like Tyree Phillips in there at right guard.
69.
69 in there at right guard, so another player getting a little look at that guard position.
Guy who started playoff games back in the day for the Ravens.
Third round pick of the Ravens. Now, Shedeur right there missed kind of the deep comeback, and his time done. In comes Deshaun Watson now here. But that right guard, Joel, that is a position that the Browns are trying to figure out. Tevin Jenkins has had some time there. You played with him last year. KT Levison, who played tackle for the Browns last year, getting some looks there. And then Tyree Phillips as well getting some look.
Yeah, it's, you know, when Tevin Jenkins is healthy and he's out there, he is strong, he is physical, he was a high draft pick.
Yeah, second round.
And he flashed, you know, even for us last year in times that he was on the field. For him, it's staying healthy, being, you know, the best version of himself. KT's kind of transitioning from tackle to guard, and so that's a little bit of a adjustment, but he's getting a lot of reps, you know, with Tevin being out for a little bit and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see who, you know, runs away with that.
What do you think of KT at guard?
I mean, he's big and strong. He's one of the stronger guys that have been around. I think you saw in the last preseason game last year when he's playing for the Rams, and he put some of our guys, you know, on skates, was driving them, and you're like, we want him as a drive block, run blocking guard. It's going to be the timing in the pass game and getting a feel for how quick things happen. If he can master that, he has a chance to be a pretty solid right guard.
All right, the last one I would call a sack for Isaiah McGuire. Yep. He was back there. Was that 53 as well, Andrew?
I didn't see. I was facing Joel.
All right, Watson in the shotgun here. Blitz up the middle. Gets home, but a good throw. Maybe he gets that out.
They don't have Shedeur with at least one touchdown right now.
So. Came back, got a little fist bump the mud right there. Yeah. So that's good recognition. Free runner right there. Raheem Sanders did a good job. You have to take the guy who's closest to the quarterback, but still left a free runner. But got that out to Wallace, and that ball was thrown before Wallace even started his break. Whipped his head around, caught it. Good. That's a good play because defense thinks they win. We schemed it up. We got a free runner, and then the offense beats it. That's a little demoralizing the defense.
That's a tough one too because there's a linebacker defensive end twist game now, and he's going to go pick the tackle. And so if you're not on the same level with your running back, like it's almost impossible to pass those ones off.
And that's what, if you want to be the third running back, Rocket Sanders, Amani Marshall, pass pro is going to go a long way. Can they trust you if you are needed out there? Watson in the shotgun, quick throw into traffic, but literally put it right where he had to and gets it in there around Buki Watson and Tyler Hall. And is able to make that.
Ryan with the catch.
Yeah, to Carson Ryan. That's a good ball right there. Watson, I feel like
with good rhythm.
His accuracy has improved significantly from the beginning of camp.
Something clicked a week ago because up until that point, everything was checked down. Everything was underneath. And then last week on this day, he started to drive it. And then we saw that yesterday with a couple of throws. When he gets on his toes, he gets on his toes. He's got a little bounce to him. That's when it's really there, and just as we say, that's twice.
Just as you do it.
That just happened.
Jinx him again.
And
just happened with Avery, and then it happened to Watson.
Yeah, he had a great pocket right there. Good job by the offensive line.
He was on his toes.
He was on his toes.
He was.
And he just missed it right there. So the second team offensive line did a good job. As DeJuan Jones at right tackle, Barber left tackle, Egwakin at center, Jack Conley at one guard, and the other guard was Jeremiah Byers.
Yeah, the last play he did one where the center walks up last, and right when he puts his hand on the ball for a second, then he snaps it. So I think the D-line was a little late off. It's a great play for the O-line if they don't see it, though. Almost a play off.
All right, trips to the right here. Tylan Wallace singled up on the backside. Booth, the running back, on the left hip of Sanders and of Watson in the shotgun, drops back. Drifting to the left, throws it, and that is a good dime right there. Gage Larvidan on a deep crosser, and that's one of the biggest plays that we have had.
Ending on a high note
so far today for that period, and we're going to go now do a little red zone.
Straight to the red zone, man.
Straight to the red zone. We're going to do another 8 plays here, or another 10 plays. I'm sorry, that was 5 and 5. But that was a nice ball right there.
Yeah, they fire off some plays here, man. They get them going.
Yeah, they're whipping. Joel, I was going to ask you one. We mentioned DeJuan at right tackle, now is at left with Spencer Fano to start, and now at right with the twos. We had floated like at some point, if you try to go best 5, like could DeJuan ever be a right guard, or what do you kind of make of? Because obviously when he's played and when he's been healthy, he's been great, but it just the health hasn't been there.
I think the way Coach Monken wants to use the guards to pull and move, he's probably better situated at tackle. And for me, in pass pro, like he has a strong right hand, right? Like his right hand is a lot stronger than his left hand, so I think that's why he feels comfortable at right tackle because he can use that. To me, I think he's a tackle, right? I think maybe in case of emergency, you can put him at guard, but he's just so big and so tall. It's going to be hard to get the leverage you need inside with that guy. But if you find him a position, I mean, if he ends up being the swing tackle, like being able to play right and left, that's a good swing tackle to bring into games when you need it.
Yes, and I think that's exactly what he is going to be there. Browns doing a red zone now. Shedeur with the ones, inside handoff there to Quinshon Judkins, blown up there by Buki Watson and Aiden Huntington.
Or how about, and we haven't seen a lot of this in camp, but if you're going to bring in a sixth, how about DeJuan as your sixth?
That's a huge, tight end. And then you can run those play-action passes where he's blocking the defensive end in pass pro. Because a lot of those times it's like we don't want our tight end having to block Jared Verse on the edge, but if it's DeJuan, you have a better chance of success there.
Concepcion, a little end around here in the red zone.
Yeah, I like that, but read well by Denzel Ward. Good to see him back out there, the Warden. That was well scouted, well read, and that would have been a minimal gain for the Cleveland Browns on off.
Or Casey would have turned the corner.
It would have broken a tackle. Can't say he wouldn't.
Denzel was celebrating as if he would not.
I understand that.
Well, that's what you go like this. They touch their hip, and then they go, oh, yeah, it's right there.
Sometimes you're 5 yards away, and they act like they made a play.
We had one yesterday
neighborhood
where
play.
There was clearly going to be a touchdown for Boston, had escaped, and the guy with like a middle finger over here was like, no, I got him down.
I got him.
No, you're not tackling him. All right, Shedeur in the shotgun. Fannin and Boston to the left. Judy motions from right to left to make it trips on that side. Sanders looking. Pass to He's got Boston in the back of the end zone.
There it is.
Sees him. Comes back to the front pylon. Blake Whiteheart. Touchdown, Browns. I thought he did a nice job escaping right there. Out to the right. Kept his eyes downfield. Let it unfold. Whiteheart come back to the front pylon. That's what you got to do in the scrambles. You got to punish them at the back of the end zone and then at the front of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great scramble drill. The protection was good. It just took a little bit, and he found a play there. Blake Whiteheart, though, the Pittsburgh game when it was snowing, all-time catch down the middle. And then he had a great block on one of our touchdowns on Cam Hayward on the goal line. I was like, man, this guy's just making plays. So it's good to see him be successful.
He climbed the ladder in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
The funny part was they told him he was a decoy. Like, they're not throwing you the ball in this play. Just go and run. And he ran, and then he looked back, and the ball was coming his way, and he made a play. That's his story. I didn't,
So it was like for the love of the game kind of route? Like,
correct. Just run as hard as you can.
It's a great reward.
And Jameis, I think it was Jameis, threw him the ball.
Jameis.
You never know where the ball's going with Jameis.
Of course it was Jameis.
Blake Whitehart's lone career touchdown came in Las Vegas.
Yes.
2 years ago.
Correct. Forgot that one. That game, try to forget that game as well.
Yeah. But man, there's a lot of what-ifs in that game.
Yes, there are.
All right, Shedeur shotgun. You got Boston to the left. You've got Bond Concepcion to the right. Fannin at tight end. Now 3-by-1 on the outside. It's going to be a little roll to the right. Looking at the back corner. Well covered by the Browns defense there. Denzel Boston coming up a little. All right,
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Let's just see what he's doing.
Don't do it.
We had kind of
just kind of
happened yesterday a little
We
bit.
had that yesterday down here in front of us. He was fine.
I'm about ready to bubble wrap him. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm ready to blow the horn and call practice.
No, he's good.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
bubble wrap him up.
Let's go.
Doesn't even look like he's talking to a trainer. That's what I like to see.
He waved him off yesterday. It looked like it. He was like, no.
All right, so Shedeur there with one touchdown throw to Whiteheart. Couple of runs that were stuffed and then throwing it away at the end there. Watson now under center. He's got an I formation behind him. And now they motion out of that. The tight ends explode out. He's still got Rocket Sanders behind him. It's going to be that inside handoff to Sanders, who can get north-south. Little trivia. We'll see. Joel Bitonio, I'm leading the witness, but who scored the first touchdown for the Cleveland Browns in 2025?
Was it Rocket Sanders?
Rocket Sanders. A lot of leading on the witness there, but Rocket Sanders.
Convenient time to get the question after the guy has the
We just brought him in, though, right?
Like,
you just brought him in the week before.
I remember that.
The entire preseason with the Chargers.
One of the Cincinnati game, he ran hard.
Yeah.
It was like 3 or 4 yards a pop, but he was running hard. I remember I heard some of those hits, and I was like, yeah, it's time for me to retire, but these are some great runs.
All right, Watson in the shotgun. He's got Floria and Corley to his left, looking right over the middle of the field. Tries to squeeze one in there to Gage Larvidan and Chris Edmonds right there. And I think, quite frankly, the Browns lucky that ball, well, the offensive Browns, we're a bit of an offensive show.
We are.
No offense. Because I have so much confidence in our defense, this team is going to go as this offense takes it. I expect the defense to be very, very good, but the offensive Browns lucky that ball ended up on the ground.
Pretty good play. Who was that on the?
Chris Edmonds.
Edmonds had good. The ball wasn't terrible.
It was right there.
Right there. He just made a great play. Yeah.
That was kind of a bang, bang play, as they say.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
All right, you got tight end and Corley out to the right. Floria motion across the left. Bates the tight end on the backside. Get one-on-one.
Oh,
little
tried to go back shoulder to the
miscommunication right there.
Whiteheart.
Yeah, miscommunication with the tight end. It appeared that Watson thought he was going to run kind of that fade stop back shoulder. The tight end kept going, and the DB, in those situations, they've got their eyes on the quarterback, so it's really the physicality that allows that to work. And
yeah, that's a 100-yard pick six the other way.
100%.
What happened there, Joel?
I don't know the routes that well, but it looked like he was throwing a back shoulder, and it looked like Bates was going for the deep pylon there.
And that's that thing about the communication stuff. That's why we got to get
I feel like that's
we got to get this
thing,
sorted out quick.
I'm sure you have an option there. It's like whatever you feel like works.
Because Deshaun was pretty demonstrative that he was expecting something else.
Quick snap, Amani Marshall, nice blocking on the left side. Looked like he followed KT Leviston right there. He had Leviston, and then the tight end kicked out. Nice little hole, and into the end zone for KT Leviston. And then this will be Deshaun's final play here. This should be the 10th play. Good news is, other than the Titus Howard fall started, maybe in some of the perfect operations, we were a little slow with the play clock. Everything else from both quarterbacks, Shedeur and Deshaun, has been very good in this operation here.
Yeah.
Which means we'll probably have a pre-snap penalty in this play.
You said it, not me, so we'll be fine.
Post the jinxer.
All right.
We'll be fine.
All right, two receivers to the left, one to the right. Tight end Carson Ryan goes in motion right to left. They're going to sprint option left, looking at the front. They got Flory in the back, nobody there. Throw it away. So we tried sprint options right and left to end this goal line period. Neither successful. I think a better period, honestly, for the defenses.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and with that, as the Browns take a break, so too will we. A reminder that today at Browns Training Camp is University Hospital's Rainbow Day. Childhood is full of unexpected turns. Some come with tears, others with casts, but through every step, trip, fall, you're never alone. UH Rainbow Babies and Children is here with expert care, calm advice, and a team that sees it all. When we come back, we will be on 850 ESPN Cleveland as well. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're brought to you by Bally Bet, the Bally Bet Sportsbook. Please bet responsibly.
Watson threw 2 picks from red zone. Get him out of here. Almost. I think he dropped him. Almost. Watson.
On this beat, will they like me or will they just reject me? Like me when I'm flexy, she said that shit too sexy. I think you should get glad, get back just like Hefty. She said she wanna sex me, text her back like yes please. She about to go neck deep, delete all her text when she texts me. Cause I had her bestie, I lost her and said she ain't messy. Thinking like the game, fuck generations like ooh, don't need an XD. Speaking of XD, my hair where her chest be.
Throw the ball away on another play.
Now she don't go, money don't go, at your go, play doh, bang roll,
I just think that people don't know what they're talking about. They think that every play in the red zone, you have to score. It's not 7-on-7 red zone, that's 11-on-11. So like if you're doing speed options, you're doing a speed option play in the cover, you throw the ball away. You do another one the other way in the cover, you throw the ball away. And then you do end around that doesn't score a touchdown. You just throw a touchdown. And that's the end of the period. I don't know what they expect. Blake Whiteheart.
You ain't even know. Just in that mode. I ain't never fold. So the fake all through the mouthful. You heard me before. This is a motherfucking code. I'm selling out shows. As soon as I step out the door. You nuts on my clothes. You asking what's those on my toes. I like it that go. I don't say that no more. I say go. Don't stop at red line, not green. Go. I don't drink green. That shit ain't a go. Bro, friend, I find a quake and it's a go. I'm moving so slow. My mind is on go. Shout out my family on go. Yellow down, maybe hitting like Katie Crow. Go. I need to see what my family on. Go. But that bitch put up, she ain't got panties on. Go. No panties, I know she on. Go. I'm Brazy Antonio. Go. My money don't ever fold. Go. I stuck to the fucking code. Go. Go. Now she on. Go. Money on. Go. At your. Go. Play doh. Go. Bang roll. Go. Stay roll. Go. Django. Go. Go. Now she on. Go. Money on. Go.
better. I don't know why he's saying that. I guess he's switching up Deshaun Watson almost throwing 2 picks.
Sounds I'm going hard. For the four quaking, man, it hit like walk hard. Oh my God, can't believe I made it far. Oh my God, I be kicking in the stars. Oh my God, on these songs I'm going hard. How the fuck did you get your flow back? I will always stay in the back. Didn't want y'all to unsee me yet. Now I'm back and I'm all on attack. Bitch, I'm rougher than back of your neck. Bitch, I'm tougher than steak with no fat.
No, they're not speaking. Dailies. Daily shit. They're just showing them throwing the ball. They don't show anything. Which I just feel it dumb. No, I didn't see it. I just feel like it's dumb that they don't show the plays because it's just like the media are literally uploading the plays. So like, why can't y'all just stream it? I just don't be understanding. Like, if you don't want other people to do it, just I see the face in the... Oh.
Negotiations you were going to enter into.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
You know, it's also going back to Chicago. It's also cool for Monk this week. That's home.
Yeah.
He's from Illinois. His wife's family's from Illinois. If you drive around the state of Illinois, I mean, there's probably a dozen high school football stadiums with a Monken name on it. Uncles.
Oh,
his dad. Cousins. Like, it's the coaching industry for his family.
Yep.
And so this is cool. It just so happens to be. It wasn't planned this way. His first game, granted a preseason game, is in Chicago.
Yep.
And, I mean, that's home.
He said yesterday that it's pretty cool for him. All right, we're going to do an end-of-the-game situation here. So this is going to be one play. It's 3rd and 8. Try to pick up a few yards, get down, and then get the field goal team on. So they throw it underneath. They're going half speed here. And then now here comes the field goal team. Everybody hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Here comes Corey Bajorquez, Andre Schmidt. They're going to get lined up. It's going to be a 40-yard field goal. We'll see if he kicks it. I hope he does. It's more fun when he actually kicks it.
And he's not.
Nobody likes that.
These kickers have such a routine; they couldn't kick, off schedule, I guess. We used to call that Mayday field goal. You bring the towel, someone's running with the towel on, probably Rex or Corey holding the ball.
Yeah, they call it a hurricane. It looks like
hurricane.
A little hurricane.
Okay.
Get out there for the field goal groups, and then we've got the 2-minute drives going to come up. So we're going to go through that. I do think it's worth noting right here that Tyree Phillips is again with the first team right guard, which means that he has inserted himself into that competition.
Also, no Elton Jenkins today.
Right, so Whippler's been at center.
So Whippler's been at center. Jack Conley had been getting some reps, second team right guard.
Yep. And Parker Brailsford is still dealing with his own injury, which is why Whippler has been the first team center, and Egwakin has been the second team center. So that's just a run. We're going to get that locked in. We want the right hash. We figure out where the kicker wants it, right?
Well, this one they got the first down, so I think they're going to spike it. You get the first down, you get a new set of downs, and you get to spike it.
And this will be like a 47-yard field goal. No, 37, beg your pardon. They're inside the 20-yard field goal try if they were to do it.
Well, in this case, after a spike, you should have all the time in the world.
Correct.
They're going to be good,
Maybe
just
that's
like they was
not
good
what they were
last
supposed to do, but
maybe. Who knows? Offense staying out there.
How they wasn't good.
All right, so this one has the potential.
They could have. But Ant wanted to
end
be
of the
trying to
half,
dunk on everybody
13
and break
seconds
his knee.
left. 4th and 3, maybe? No, this is a third down. That looks like 3rd and 3. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Potential for a couple of these to maybe be full speed. We'll see if this is
Todd really got in there on that huddle there to have a little point of emphasis.
All right, so we're in the shotgun. If this is full speed in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, Boston to the right, tight end on that backside as well with Concepcion and Judy. Sampson on the right hip. Now this is full speed here. Sanders looking, throwing an out, gets it to Fannin, first down, and gets out of bounds. Would you like that? Nothing wrong with that.
I'll take that.
Rudy out here. Look at that guy.
In a half, so defense is probably holding them to a field goal there. Like, let's not give up a touchdown. They look like they rushed 3, dropped 8.
All right, so this one, 5 seconds left on the clock, on the game clock. 1st and 4 at the opponent's 4, end of the half, no timeouts. So this has to be a throw into the end zone or thrown away immediately. You cannot have this play end in bounds. You will get no points. So you're greedy. You're saying we're going to try to get 7. Boston to the right, Concepcion slot right, Judy wide to the left, Fannin slot to the left. So either a quick seam, high ball right there to Fannin, or a jump ball to Boston on the outside. I'll start right there on Tyree Phillips, and that is going to drive Monken crazy. And he says, that's it, get out of here. We're doing it now with the second team. Now, the thing about that one, we don't know the situation prior to that play, but let's just say that penalty occurred with the clock running and no timeouts. That's a runoff.
That's a 10-second runoff.
That's no points. That is not fun in the locker room at halftime.
Not good. The worst memory I ever have from in the half towards the goal line is when Deshaun Kaiser, quarterback, snuck from
Detroit.
like the 5-yard line, which we still don't know. I don't even know. I was in the game. I don't know who made the call. I know Deshaun was telling us that we were supposed to QB sneak there, but that was a bad end of half situation. Let's not have too many of those.
As I recall, that there were tense words exchanged between members of our organization on the way up the very long tunnel at Ford Field.
Do you know that tunnel at Ford Field has a bar? Have you ever noticed? Have you seen that?
Yes, at the top, right? Or
like at the bottom of the ramp.
on the
so
right.
Like you're coming
like
all the way down the
yes,
ramp.
the bartenders are there.
Yeah,
yes.
we were there last year. I'm walking down the tunnel. There's a bar. There's an open bar 10 feet from the field at the bottom of the tunnel.
As it should be.
Halftime beers would probably be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the halftime ramp, that ramp walk up, I'm exhausted. I'm like,
yeah,
can I just stay on the sideline and eat some oranges? You
it's
know,
a real
it's a big walk up there.
It's easier with a cocktail.
Yes.
Fun fact about that: so that ramp goes actually all the way up to the street.
Yes.
If you were to take it all the way up, the locker rooms
really?
Locker rooms are about 2/3 of the way up. When John Cena made his entrance at WrestleMania 23, which took place at Ford Field, when he made his entrance, they made it seem like he was in a Ford Mustang, like a Cobra, out on the street racing around Detroit. And then he drove down that ramp, and they had like glass set up, and then the car drove through the glass, and that's what he got out of and made his entrance on his way to the ring, which was very cool. My good friend Ellis Edwards was the stunt coordinator for the WWE at the time, and he was the one who was actually driving that car.
Oh, really?
He drove the car, drove it through the glass, and then he gets down, and John Cena crawls over him and gets out of the car, and that's how the movie magic is made.
How about it?
Yeah. Ellis Edwards made many a great cameos, a stunt coordinator for a great show called Baywatch. Yes.
Oh,
and
boy.
made some nice
Now, what
cameos
was
on
the
Baywatch.
Baywatch
that
had
show?
stunts.
What was the premise?
What was the premise of that show?
Now the thing
People
is, we
running
have
up-
that.
I've never heard of it. I'm just curious. What
But
Don't answer the hot, brother.
were there stand-ins for the running on the beach? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'd be disappointed.
No,
That's what you're telling me.
If you actually watch it, there's a
literally,
lot of
I'm
motorcycle
listening to
work
them
on
say
that.
that
He was he had a couple great lines.
I don't remember the motorcycle work.
Well, no. And it's no surprise. It's no surprise that you didn't. All right, look, the full speed rep here, Watson. Exact same route. Underneath the
he's saying that the KC one was the only thing. I'm like, bro, you're lying.
The defense
Are
should
you
have
not
an idea.
like? Are you there and you just looked away and didn't see?
Same, exact
like,
same.
you can just say like, oh, maybe I missed it, but like
rep
you're
we
literally
just
saying that.
It's a good ball, and that one's got to be caught. And then this will be.
Saying that we
didn't get to see this last time.
Start.
So we had the false start. So hopefully this time we will not have that false start.
No cheating on here then.
No.
Theoretically.
Sometimes with these end of game, end of half situations, you'll even go over as a team, like this is what they're planning to do here, or they might hard count you here to try and, you know, certain things like that. So there could be some carryover. We'll
This
see.
has to be a quick throw right here.
Oh,
gets maybe
Isaiah McGuire jump. No flag. Fade.
You want the free play, right? So they were definitely going hard count. Obviously, Tyree jumped off from the first one, but that one almost got Isaiah to go.
So that's one of those situations right there. So you can
not
tell
even
Deshaun wasn't sure.
The funny thing
and
is,
there was no flag. We didn't see a flag from the officials out there.
When
Which
he's in there, he's not even
because
only talking
you
to
can't throw the ball away on a free play.
But
so he kind of looked,
adding
pumped,
extra shit
and then said, "I'm not sure. Let's throw it away. Let's get the 3 points."
The first person he talks to is Denzel
Joel,
Boston
I
and the
coach
running back. Then he goes
youth
to
basketball for
Shedeur
my boys and
to the
football and stuff, and
then
a
he
lot of times
tells,
in practice,
the
as you're trying to do installs,
new tight end
scout
that's
defense, whether
Hey,
it's
this is
basketball or
what we're
football, will cheat everything.
Like,
And I do this like 15 times a year. I'll say, I know that you know the play. Okay, we actually need to get some work in on this. Does that happen here with?
Let me set him up, because the answer is absolutely yes.
Yeah.
And then it was your rookie season, and at one point, Joe tells the story that we were running outside zone stuff with Kyle, and he would give the script to Pet, who was a defensive guy, and he would be running corner blitzes,
corner cats all day
into the outside zone, which gave it absolutely no chance to work. And so Kyle eventually, I think Joe told the story that either one day he gave him fake plays and then lit him up. But he was like, "Yeah, we're not doing this anymore. You're not getting the script ahead of time." So yes, but I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I was gonna say it happens all the time, and offense always accuses the defense of cheating. I mean, it's practice. That's why you want some games, so you get out of this battle mode.
All right, we're full speed, 2-minute drill, end of game situation, first down, nice ball.
A little low for Dillon Sampson, who had room to run.
He would have been in the end zone. A little fracas over here. Fano again. Fano finds himself in the middle of a great many fracases.
I love it.
With Jared Verse over there. Actually, no, that wasn't Fano. It was 65.
Yeah.
Egg walking.
Yeah, that time.
And he sends Egg walking out.
That time it was Spence and Verse who were peacemakers.
Yeah, there you go. So that was Agwak, and it looked like Isaiah McGuire who got
in the movie.
Yeah, got sent out. That's right. The buddy.
Now they're buddies.
Now
yes,
they're buddies.
Exactly.
So Luke Whippler, and this should be third down.
Yes.
So first down was about a 5-yard gain to Harold Fan, and second down had a chance to be a touchdown and end the game, but couldn't get enough on that ball out to Dillon Sampson. So for Sheduer, move the ball period, real football, 2-minute drill. Here we go, 3rd and about 5 from the 26. Sheduer in the shotgun. He's got Concepcion and Boston to the left, Judy to the right. Concepcion in motion, gets a nice running start to zone defense. Stops, throws, gets it in traffic to Denzel Boston.
Man, if he got that ball to KC early.
Yep.
Had a lot of room to run.
Yep.
I like those late motions. That's not something we did a lot of in recent past.
No, it's good. I think it throws the defense off just a little bit. Like they see something in late motion, gives them a chance to sneak someone out there.
That looked like the stuff Miami was running.
I was just gonna say, like Tyreek Hill, where you get that wheel
had a running start.
Oh yeah.
Looked like the CFL.
And we actually saw a little bit of that in London last year. The Vikings were doing that where they would show Jefferson outside, so he had Campbell or Ward, and the last second he'd get inside, and now he's on the nickel, and that changes the coverage and gets them an advantageous matchup. So first down for the Browns. Sheduer in the shotgun. Good pocket.
Deep shot.
He's going up top. Bond, he's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab.
Beautiful catch.
That's how you catch the ball.
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
Thank you, Isaiah Bond. Go lay out and catch the ball. Don't be Jared Judy. The
What
fuck?
a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond.
I'm a poster.
Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter if you could say, oh, he's a one-trick pony. I think you have to have a few tricks. But if you're good at that trick, and that trick is running past people
I don't care.
in the
Nigga
National
say
Football
he
League,
laid out
you
for
can
it.
help
That's
your
all that
football
matters,
team play for
nigga.
a
The
long
nigga
time.
diving and
Joel,
make a catch,
you
that's
knew
better
how many
than Jared
times during
Judy,
games
right?
last year when the offense was out of the field, when you were in the huddle, when you were doing your job, that this guy next to me was like,
That's it,
Bond
bro.
is
A
open.
catch is good enough for me,
Like,
nigga.
throw the
Nigga
ball.
down the field.
Come on, you watched the game.
It was a bomb.
And we saw a Chicago game, right? He had a couple of those.
All right.
Pittsburgh
Jared Judy wide
weren't
receiver
thrown.
bro.
Where it
I'm
was like,
updating it on fucking Twitter. Yes. Don't fucking matter, too.
That was pretty good coverage from Avery, too.
Yeah,
Just Sheduer threw a perfect ball, and he made a great catch.
First
perfect
jump
throw,
early.
perfect middle miscommunication right there, or
Let me
maybe
tell you,
just getting rid of it.
No,
Versus
no,
get off.
no, he's not. No, he's not.
That was a good get off. That was a
Boston
good
is.
get off.
That would
But
be
he
remember
like
the days of Greg
wide
Williams.
receiver is
Oh,
Boston.
Screaming get off in every
KCN.
single snap. He would be a big
What's his
fan
name?
of Jared Verse.
He was fun.
Yeah,
He's
that's why you
one
gotta
at
change
his
up the cadence, though, right? Like they start getting this cadence, and they're going to go on one, so you got to change it up, quick count them, or give them a double count.
All right, so Sheduer after the bomb to Bond. A great throw right there. Browns at the 17, left hash. Fannin comes in to be a tight end. The left is the Browns defense showing blitz. Everybody up the line of scrimmage. They're showing cover 0 right here. Are they sick? I think they're sticking with it. They are. They bring the house.
Oh,
miscommunication again, maybe. Judy ran the
broke
speed
it
out.
off.
Judy ran the speed out. We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, Todd's not.
Monken's talking to them.
He's talking to Sheduer. So we have seen in cover 0 before that had been the answer, that we've run that speed out. The seam guy usually goes, but on the outside we've been running that speed out. If he got it out to Judy, and now Monken, Judy, and Sheduer having a powwow, it was an easy pitch and catch.
Yeah.
It looked like Sheduer definitely checked the protection. He brought Harold in. Harold was going to block the end man line scrimmage. The rest of the line would probably slide to the right there. So there was a check there. It's now Judy got the right call or the communication there.
So Denzel, what I knew when I said I know that they're actually bringing is Denzel right before his snap just kind of opened up a little bit and knew that he was expecting that he couldn't get beat over the top right there. And now Schmidt on.
36-yard field goal try. 35. 35.
Must have kicked yesterday. Must have kicked yesterday.
He did and kicked well. Did not miss. He's had a great camp.
Yes, yeah.
He's had a great camp. So that right there, points for the Browns starters, and it's all because of one play. Chunk plays matter in this league bigly, and that was it. Shedeur Sanders, Isaiah Bond, the play of the day.
I think that's what you saw last year with Shedeur, right? Like, you saw the chunk plays, and those are things that it's like, if you build the consistency and he has those chunk plays still, that's what you want in your quarterback.
If you can have the layups be layups, and then you hit those explosives when the opportunities present yourself, now you're one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Go back to Vegas. Like we've seen the highlight a million times. Like Miles look on the sideline, like woo, after he rolls right. So Isaiah Bond, who obviously he was down inside the 5. What was your reaction to that one?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, he got smoked too.
Yes.
So making that throw, getting hit, and making that big play, and it was his first, like, you're just like, all right, this is cool. Like, let's make some things happen. We win that game. That was one of the fun. We hadn't won in the West Coast in a long time, so getting that win was pretty special. I had a lot of family and friends there, but that play, even the Sampson screen, getting him down the field, like,
so good.
Those are O-line friendly plays right there. You love the big play.
All right, so Deshaun with the 2 starts off. He hit Blake Whitehart on kind of that wheel motion and a stop to get a nice gain on first down. Then he got it to Rocket Sanders there for a couple of yards, and it looks like it's brought up a 3rd and short. I thought they went for more than 10 yards, those 2 plays combined. I could be mistaken. Looks like it'll be 3rd and short at about the 29. My guess, 4-down territory here for the Cleveland Browns. Bond wide to the right. Just run. Throw it to him. Floria and Corley to the left. They motion Bond in a little tighter the formation here. Little jerk route. Oh, he's got Floria. That's a great play. That looked like that had to be maybe a little bit of a pick on the outside, the way that came open. I didn't see it, but Corley and Floria. Corley comes in. Floria runs kind of from the slot, a little outside go, and a perfect read ball from Deshaun Watson. The offense here in business down at the 30.
That's where his experience shows, not the throw, but just how quickly he was able to get him lined up, get the spike. You see how quick that was?
Yeah. Floria, I mean, last year before he hurt his hammy, I was taking bets on the sideline like, this guy's going to have 20 catches in the preseason because he was catching everything last training camp. So it'll be exciting to see him on the field. He's a guy that can make some plays out there.
He was on my ones to watch list for the preseason.
Is he on your preseason fantasy team?
He should be.
Yeah.
Taylor Green is. I just want that guy in there. All right, Deshaun drop back, quick read, gets it out, ball a little inside for Corley, but a good read from Corley. That looked like that same cover 0. The quick check there to the speed out and got it.
So situationally now we're in what, 3rd and 3?
Yep, the spike. Now we're at 3rd and 3.
Field goal.
Field goal is going to come on, and the good news about this is it's 100% good.
They made it.
Absolutely.
So we've got.
We know he's going to nail the 42-yard field.
Both groups went from their own 20, just a little right around their own 20, all the way down into field goal range there, and it was the chunk plays. Watson to Floria, Shedeur Sanders with the beautiful deep ball to Isaiah Bond, outstretched, looking like Superman.
He was.
To make that grab. All right.
And we know this is good.
Superman as opposed to Bond.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, James Bond is a mere mortal. Superman can fly.
I so badly wanted him to score his first touchdown when we were in London. Like,
it would have been great.
It would have been perfect.
Oh, Vegas either. I mean, Casino Royale, there's a lot of casino ties.
That would have been good, yeah.
And that's it.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
All right, there you go. There you go. So this was one where Todd gets to end this one 2 straight successful offensive drives. He's an offensive coach, so you want to do that.
We're an offensive show.
And we're an offensive show. So, and sometimes an offensive show. So but he gets to have some success here at the end for his offense going into the trip to Chicago tomorrow, which I'm sure makes him happy.
Oh, no doubt. 2-minute drill. You're trying to get points no matter what. You don't want to turn the ball over. It seemed like they had great operations. They got down, spiked the ball. It's a good way to end the session, and it's in shells, so those are drills that you want to work.
As a fan, I don't know if as a player, when you keep running everything from the same spot and you're working on situations, it doesn't feel like football. Like these move the ball periods actually make you feel like football. And it's like, oh, okay, I understand. This drive ended with points. This is good.
And a lot of the times in those other drills, like we talked about earlier, it's like first down runs, first down play action.
This is the last
usually you go first down, second down, maybe a first down there. So there's some rhythm to it where getting those third down pass pro periods, and it's like, hopefully we don't have to throw the ball 9 straight times on 3rd and 9, you know? And so there's definitely some things that you're practicing. But yes, these are where it feels like true game-like.
But we'll be live Saturday,
overall of the pace of the tempo.
We'll be live Saturday.
Shells, just the overall
do the game on
feel
Saturday,
of the
so make sure you be here.
I thought it was great. I thought the energy was good. I thought they got a lot of plays out. I thought when there was corrections needed to be made, he made them quick and then kind of moved on to the next thing. The only thing I didn't see today, maybe because they're in shells, was the one-on-one pass pro from the O-line, D-line. But, you know, I'm sure they'll get ready for that next week with the Bills.
Like yesterday, for example, we ran over 70 plays.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of plays.
That's a game.
Yes, that's a lot of plays.
That's a good game. If you get to run 7 plays on offense, that's usually a win.
Yes,
that's a win, dog.
Yeah, if you get 70 plays, you're tired, but that's a win.
Today at Browns Training Camp, University Hospital's Rainbow Day. Bid on exclusive autographed Browns items in the Rainbow Babies and Children's Foundation online auction. Every dollar raised supports the exceptional care for kids and families at UH Rainbow Babies and Children's. Log on to browns.com/Rainbow Day for more. Those are your hot topics of the day, presented by University Hospital, official healthcare partner of your Cleveland Browns. More to come. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're brought to you by Ballybet and the Ballybet Sportsbook. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland.
Maybe there's more to practice. We'll see. We'll see if there's anything left. Day 13 is over. Over, say less than. Here's a short practice, bro. I was only live for an hour and a half, so it's about 2 hours. 'Cause I got here at like 2. Got here at like 2. Alright, so that means from here on out, we're going to be waiting until Saturday. We come back. Actually, we'll be live tomorrow. Let's do a pre-Saturday football stream. Yeah, they're flying out tomorrow. They're going to do walkthrough Friday, but there's a football game tomorrow. So the football game tomorrow, so we could stream the game tomorrow. We're going to stream the game tomorrow. Chill out Friday. We'll just do a pre-stream Friday, just, you know what I mean, talk, see how we go. Because obviously we should probably get the news later today who's going to be starting, if not tomorrow. Who played tomorrow, I think, is like the Panthers. Somebody. Who's playing tomorrow? Let's see.
Trust no one cause they might cross your back. Run my block out and spit like a Mac. Hold on, Uzi, you living like that. No, I just got it attached. Probably definition of your swag. I can't lose my shit, it's 2 max. Niggas know that I'm trapping like Max. Niggas know that I'm slack like Max. Bitch, I'm sipping on blueberry crack. Daddy nigga,
There's a lot of games tomorrow. Damn, we got a lot of games tomorrow. The NFL already leaked it. We got hella games tomorrow. We got hella games tomorrow. And we got games Friday. So, you know, we're lit. We're streaming tomorrow at Friday and Saturday. We're streaming it all, bro. All right, so we got Cleveland, Chicago, 1. Then we got LA, Kansas City. They're not doing their starters. But Jacksonville, New Orleans, we could probably watch. You know what I mean? And then we got Philly, Baltimore, Dallas, Seattle. Hella games, bro. Hella games. What do we want to lock in? I think Pittsburgh, because I want to see Drew Aller. Let's look at Las Vegas. I want to see Mendoza. Don't hide him. You can't hide him. Oh, yeah, we're watching. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Dev, they're going to, I mean, it's about time. That's probably like the third question they asked about Shedeur. This whole, you know what I mean? You know, they're going to get their shit off eventually. You know, they're going to ask their question. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so we're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow to stream these games. Tennessee versus San Francisco. San Francisco, like 30% of their team is injured. They probably won't even have enough people to play the game. You know what I mean? Hey, I got me the little preview of Madden. I don't like it feel a lot slower, bro. It feel a lot slower than the last one. I ain't gonna cap. Like rock hard. Oh my God, can't believe I made it far. Brother, this gonna launch? We trolling.
Oh my God, I be kicking in the stars.
Alright, let's see if we got QB tracker.
Man, it hit like walk hard. Oh my God, can't believe I made it far. Oh my God, I be kicking in the stars. Oh my God, on these songs I'm going hard. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going hard. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going hard. Oh my God.
Tracker.
Oh my God, I'm going hard. Oh my God.
Tracker. Oh, okay, and then they lie here. It's 2. We got 2.
I'm going hard.
Alrighty. Got the stupid tracker out there. Jared Judy had 3 drops today. Keep that in perspective.
Yeah, I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223. 223. 223. 223. 223. 223. Up in the bridge. I got a chopper that hold that 556. 223. 223. I'm on that Miley Santan, Juju bean. So many bad bitches, I'm a coochie fiend. Chroma on my slippers, yeah, I can't bullshit me, yeah. 22T, 22T, yeah. Suck my dick, whoa, don't use 22 teeth. My niggas got bricks, look like 2XT. I still got all my bitches with my XD. Got a Glock with a switch, no XD. Got a Glock with a switch, no XD. I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223. 223. 223. 223. 223. 223. Up in the bridge. I got a chopper that hold that 556. 223. 223. I'm on that Miley Santan, Juju bean. Don't ever say I'm crazy, I'm crazy. Yeah, she give me head like scrunch to tell it.
Hey, we run the preseason game early.
From the back, get it back to it got big. Yeah, and then I take what a neck this shit like that. Yeah, no homo, but my gut is right by my gap. Yeah, and my ARP attachment stay is attached. Yeah. My ARP is a dyke, you got a strap. Yeah, I turn the semi pistol right there, right to a max. Yeah, and I believe I'll be the best shooter if I ain't right. I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223. 223.
Bro's my game.
223. 223. 223. 223. Up in the bridge. I got a chopper that hold that 556. 223. 223. I'm on that Miley Santan, Juju bean. Don't ever say I'm crazy, I'm crazy. Yeah.
What the fuck? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Woo. I need to get a different controller. I got
It's Shedeur Sanders. Finishes rookie season as the Browns starting quarterback.
This bitch rocking. Come on, quick shots! I'm moving some up. Dolo. Man, this bitch rocking. Ah! Let's go. Just hit the fucking ball, nigga!
I'm too fresh, you just like hobo. Get to that bands on my cellar. Get to that bands on my cellar. Can I put yacht that's a buttload? Get to that bands on my cellar. Can I put yacht that's a buttload? Open my door so it got if it wasn't just in New York, that'd be unknown. Rock with a switch it.
Bro, why is he running that like? Bro, fucking run out wide. It's a fucking wide swing. Come on, man. Stop fucking playing with me, game. Come on, Dev. This is what's gonna be like. This is what it's gonna be like on Saturday. You feel me? This is gonna be like on Saturday. You feel me? Come on, quit! Ah! What up, bitch? Come on, man. And I'm letting Ty Monkey call the plays, nigga. I ain't calling nothing. Wait, I did not call this play. Hello? I was about to say. Jerry, are you gonna catch anything, brother? Casey, come back, Brandon, Pose, you. Alright, cool, let's go. I'm trying to fit that in. Ooh. Sorry, I gotta get it right in between that zone.
Get to that bands on my cellar.
Ah! 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 Jump! Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Great. How do you attach the base? Oh my lord.
She get pulled up with a new body. She's my masturbate. When I be out of town, yo, she gonna masturbate. Yo, I want no pussy from side. You smash her face. Whoa, I put some money aside like tax rebate. Yo, the model everybody is, but somebody smashed the play. Oh, babe, yo, she on that half the way. Yo, I'm trying to go by myself.
Yeah, smacking shit.
Let's go. Why they trying to tap on my shoulder? I told her come right over. Yo, I went BP on the rover.
Give me that blitz. Give me that blitz, cars. Give me that blitz, cars. Give me that blitz, cars.
Niggas be talking, they rest, okay, know it. Divas by the end of school, kill you floating. Shock at your ARP, don't got no hook. So many bitches, I had make a roster. Prayed on my dress, and I feel like a roster. Knocking niggas out, I feel like a boxer. I got my shit in control like a monster. I know the money and rule out the power. I'm saying these out there, boy, hit like some sour. I bitch get out there only an hour. Shit, a little bitch, she get dropped up 2 hours. Gas, cardiac crash the face. Name my phone, she ain't safe.
Oh my god, this nigga 26 is ass.
I'm about to blast away. She get pulled up with a new body. She is my masturbate. Gas, cardiac crash the face. Name my phone, she ain't safe. Already smashed your babe. Percocet all in my face. I'm about to blast away. She get pulled up with a new body. She is my plaster babe.
Alright.
So step off the 5 yards.
Alright, I just want to play offense. Bro, come on. She just got her a new body.
She acting like her, she don't got no new mileage. Pussy so deep, you could pipe full of fluid out it. I just spent probably like too much on $2. My little bitch check cameras, oh my god, 2 hours. I know the B up, you can't take the bull out of. I be still get up, you can't take the bull out of. I'm like space in my body, I'm too out of. I'm like the stars and Mars and Kaladi. I'm like the big bang little bitch, I like 2 atoms. I'm like the big bang little bitch, I like 2 atoms. Sticky the wine, I probably said 2 atoms. Yes, we got guns, we definitely gon' shoot at him. Switch, she gon' throw the little belt in the boot at him. Bitch, I'm a star, I told you like 2 atoms. told you like two at 'em.
The Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Man. Oh, that's what comes in.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Like, Fanning, you're just going to stand there?
Brings up 2nd down.
What is that?
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending
You don't
the play,
move?
hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fanning.
Bitch!
Out of bounds, just shy of the 40.
Fuck is that?
23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but
Okay.
after that play, he joins a
Go
growing
Fanning
band
here.
of players.
There's not Fanning, we go Casey.
Right on its ear.
To throw is
Casey.
Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Right, it's kind of crazy.
31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders once more. This is Boston. And he is going to
These niggas can't block shit.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Casey Fanning, Casey Fanning, Casey Fanning, Casey Fanning. Watch the safety.
Sanders.
There we go. Thank you.
It's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Safety took Fanning off on KC every time.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
Pass block for this one, please.
Here's Sanders. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Please. Brown versus the Bears, yes, sir. Oh, my Lord. Uh-oh.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Bro, that bad? Is that bad? The shake?
Ready to go.
Jesus Christ.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
First down, right back to Judkins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
There we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, I want to look Boston, Judy, and then go Fanning if he's not there. Look at the safety. Nope, Fanning's not there.
Sanders. Open man, that's Fanning. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a gain of 6. And the Browns first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll take it in.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Why is it shaking? I'm up. I'm up on these niggas, man.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
I don't know if I can go Jerry here. Nope. Oh, I didn't mean to press the button.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that.
I did not mean to press the button there.
Do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt
One second.
coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now Chicago getting... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Jenkins is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Wait, what? What the fuck? What was that? What was that? I changed the play. I changed the play. I changed the play. Bro, I changed the play. Audible changed it, everything. It went back to the right. What the fuck was that? Oh, ain't no way. Get the game back. Oh, my God, bro. There ain't no fucking way. I'm over here about to throw the ball to Jerry. I'm reading the outside. I'm like, why is this fucking zooming in? Hell no. We going for this. Fuck this game. What the fuck was that? I really don't got some good plays here. Fuck it. Go here.
A big challenge here from this far
all right,
back.
Boston.
Going for it on 4th and goal. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy.
Bro, what a bunch of bullshit that was, bro.
Back out onto the field as they'll take over here.
Glad somebody else was here to see it.
This third quarter. From the shotgun, Sanders.
Bro, why they got Bannon running like he's the fattest piece of shit in the game? Why they got him running like that?
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive. And
They got him running like he got cement in his shoes. He's not a slow fucking tight end.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And a strong run that time.
Bro, what the hell?
And down to the 43. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back
my
now
boy
at
begins.
Soldier Field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Judkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Judkins.
Ran into the butt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but
That was a bad pass because I wanted a speed out and they gave me a fucking regular out. I don't know why I can't speed out there.
Back to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Bro, come on.
And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well.
Bro, these niggas suck!
Successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Boston with a catch. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
A gain of 13 yards. But it brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
He just dropped it. He just dropped it.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent
Field
position thanks to the interception. Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. That's caught left side by Boston.
Oh, man. It's not gonna
this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Sanders. Pass caught right side, Fannin. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Sanders.
No.
And he's going to be dropped.
I was trying to read man and I didn't know what route he was running. Fuck.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Sanders. Throw right.
This nigga Jerry Jeudy is always falling around. Bro, catch the ball.
The second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, Casey.
Really like to make the short field
Easy.
pay off. We'll see
One,
if they can, but this
one,
is 3rd and goal.
Casey.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to
Bro, I
challenge
didn't
in
throw
coverage.
it like that.
Important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go.
It's been pleased to have him. Special teams, but crap, of course. Duh.
Looking
Austin.
to throw. Sanders.
Austin. Here we go.
It's a touchdown. 5-yard touchdown.
There we go. There we go.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go.
Black and yellow.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
What's up, girl?
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Alrighty. I'm about to be out of here. Gotta go get my kid from school. You know, we'll be back. Tomorrow, we're going to be streaming the games tomorrow. I'll hit y'all up, let y'all know. I think the game started around 7, 8 o'clock, so we'll be back around that time. No practice tomorrow, so there'll be no camp stream or anything like that. We'll be right back with the evening NFL streams. Back to our stomping grounds. Can't wait. I'm excited. See y'all tomorrow, man.